Welcome back to Daybreak USA with Ron Ray, and now it's time for Tuesday's weather with a beat. Seattle, sunny and 74. Portland, 63 and sunny. 93 in Sacramento. 67 in San Francisco Bay. 90 in LA. 88 in San Diego. 107 a thunderstorm in Las Vegas. 106 and sunny in Phoenix. 86 and sunny in Albuquerque. It'll be 89 and sunny skies in Denver. Sunny also in Salt Lake City, but 101. 79 and nice in Omaha, Nebraska. 82 in Topeka, Kansas. 85 in Oklahoma City. Clear today in Texas. 86 in Amarillo. 93 in Houston. 89 in Dallas. 89 a thunderstorm in New Orleans, 87 in Little Rock, Arkansas, 82 in St. Louis, 79 in Chicago, 80 sunny degrees in Indianapolis, 80 degrees and thunderstorms in Atlanta, 89 and thunderstorms in Miami, 87 with thunderstorms in Charlotte, thunder in 76 in Roanoke, 77 and showers in the nation's capital, 74 and rain in New York City, and 70 with rain in Boston. That's Tuesday. And weather with a beat.
Daybreak USA, I'm Jet Williams, and you are in the jet stream. A giant sigh of relief, at least from Eli. The Giants have already named Eli Manning as their opening day starter. The Giants seem to be backing away from Eli at the end of the season. They went as far as to draft quarterback Daniel Jones in the first round of the draft, but Eli remains the guy for now. The Giants open up the season against the Dallas Cowboys. Speaking of the Cowboys, they top the Forbes list of the most valuable sports franchise in the world. The Cowboys valued at $5 billion. I know that makes Jerry happy. Second on that list, the New York Yankees. The Empire valued at $4.6 billion. Okay, that's the good news. Now cover your ears, Yankee fans. The Twins continue their record pace, hitting 5 homers in an 8-6 win over the Yankees. The Twins on pace to hit a club record 300 homers this season. Elsewhere on the American League slate, the Tribe beat the Jays 7-3. Stros beat the A's 11-1. Mariners deep 6 the Rangers 7-3. Red Sox beat the Rays 9-4. National League Cards swashbuckle the Pirates 6-5. Reds beat the Brewers 6-5. Giants dwarf the Cubs 5-4. Interleague, Diamondbacks get over on the Orioles 6-3, and the other pair of Sox, the white ones from Chicago, reel in the fish, a final score of 9-1 to round out the board. So, the Giants move on from Odell Beckham Jr., but not quite ready to move on from Eli just yet. He has won them 2 Super Bowls. That sound that you hear in the background is the sound of the jet stream as it passes by on Tuesday morning. I now look down at my watch and plainly see it's now 35 minutes after the hour here on Daybreak USA.
Does your business spend $500 a month or more on gas and electric bills? Did you know by making a simple free phone call, you can save up to 25% on your bill every month? What could you do with a 25% savings on utility bills every month? Energy deregulation is now available in your state. Making one simple phone call will show you how we can lower your gas and electric bills instantly with no changes to your bill and no enrollment fee. This is a free service. The only thing you'll notice is a lower bill every month. Call U.S. Power and Light right now. Learn how easy it is to lower your utility bills for your business and save money. We promise. So if you spend over $500 a month on your gas and electric bills, please call right now and unleash your savings. 800-941-3381. 800-941-3381. 800-941-3381. That's 800-941-3381.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-561-5716. That's 800-561-5716. Again, 800-561-5716.
heard
Courtesy of Fred Compete. When you're with the Flintstones, have a yabba dabba do time. A dabba do time. Have a gay old time.
Well,
It
that
was the
just
first
offended
gay
our-
cartoon.
Yeah.
It was the first gay cartoon.
That was a good piece of music there.
Yes.
If that doesn't get you going,
And let me ask you
must
this.
need a morgue.
Fred Flintstone was the voice of Dawes Butler, one of the more famous voices in Hollywood. He was the voice of Huckleberry Hound. He was the
Fred
voice
Flintstone was?
Yes.
Really?
Yogi Bear, yes. But who was the voice of Barney Rubble?
Oh, I used to know this, and
No.
it's gone.
You might have known the second one, but I doubt that you knew the first one was Otis Campbell.
Stop.
Yep.
Stop.
Otis the drunk from Andy
He had a
Griffith.
snootful.
Yeah.
Otis was hilarious.
He
you
was
know what? What has
Barney
happened to
Rubble.
us? I've been checking out some of the old Andys before Raymond
Bea
comes on.
Benaderet was also on the show originally.
Oh, yeah, she was Betty Rubble.
Yeah.
Yes. Distinctive laugh. Yes, that was Betty Rubble for sure. But I've been watching some of the old Andys. Haven't watched them in years, and I always loved that program. But it's held up in a way.
Very
Now,
well.
maybe not for younger generations, but
No,
I think
it
Andy
has.
Griffith has held up. But what happened that we don't have that sense of humor anymore just because Otis? We would never be able to have a character like that was a program that was suitable for children to watch.
I'll tell you the thing. Armis Brooks, we'll go way back in television annals. We'll go back to Armis Brooks, Leave It to Beaver, Andy Griffith, Donna Reed Show, etc., etc. They wrote comedy, but they wrote it around a meaning.
Yes.
Like when
There was
Andy
always
does
a
the line
message.
about the birds in
Yeah.
that famous episode where the cage looks very empty, but
Yeah. Yesterday was a good episode about history.
what was the end line there? That's why I said
Opie was
the
told to be
trees.
careful with the slingshot. He
I
slingshots a
just
bird
wanted the
out.
line.
Okay.
What was the line?
The bird was
the
the
cage
cage
is empty."
sure seems empty, Pa. And Andy says, but don't the trees seem full?
Yeah. See, there was a meaning there.
Yeah.
Okay, and the same way with Leave It to Beaver. It had a meaning. It had a lesson in it. Just like Aesop's fables had lessons in them. Something to grow on. Now we just do humor to be crude and or outlandish or stretch the envelope. A lot of this, and I'll give credit where credit is due, is Howard Stern's fault, because his goal was constantly to stretch the envelope, to do the things that you weren't allowed to do. So you did them subliminally, or you did them cryptically, or you did them by innuendo. But when you watch an old Leave It to Beaver, and you hear when they start playing the song in the minor key,
Oh.
dun, 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 that means there's something to learn here. You know, my three
Take
sons.
Yeah.
Ida, Stanley, and Barely.
Right. My 3 cents. Or it was a problem to be solved.
Exactly.
Yeah. We don't get that. But then again, and now I think if television tried to do that, although, and I'll go back to that, it would be very difficult, I think, for a network show to be able to do that, because people would pick it apart, as we are so hypercritical at this point that they're trying to feed us, just fill in the blank. But
that can happen to anybody and anything. And what we've just done,
I
by
will
bringing
say-
back cartoons that are 14 years old, a lot of people would say, "Oh, they're just trying to do that."
right, and only because of Julian, our nephew, did I watch several years of SpongeBob. SpongeBob has a message every show.
That's right.
And I didn't think that cartoons were doing that anymore, but they are, and SpongeBob is a perfect example of that, of having a message in the program about
And
doing
movies
what's
had
right.
messages and things like that. And now they just have violence. You've replaced messages with violence.
Special effects.
How dangerous is that?
Yeah. And we can't figure out why.
There's the amount of hostility that we have in the world.
Yes.
It's because it's force-fed upon us.
Yeah.
What is it that the
and
average...
combine that with the notion of being extreme everything, extreme sports. I mean, here we are 30 years later.
The number is that the average 10-year-old child has seen over 60,000 murders on TV. 60,000 murders!
I can't imagine why they're desensitized to things.
Yeah, why do they learn to shoot guns when they're 12? Why do they stab their mother? We had one murder in the 8 years we were in Winnemucca, Nevada. And it was an 11-year-old boy who was addicted to TV, and his mother sat in his TV chair.
Oh, my God.
And so she shot him. He shot her 8 times.
Hey, Rod, can I ask you something to that effect, though? You remember in the early 90s, and it's a show me and you and Ray loved to death, Beavis and Butthead. You know, and when, Beavis would do fire, fire, and then you had that idiot kid in Ohio who set his house on fire, and all of a sudden, MTV goes, we got to ban it. At some point, doesn't it become the parents' responsibility, though, to say, hey,
Thank
kid,
you.
right and wrong? It can't be up to us as broadcasters and entertainers to raise other people's kids. It just can't.
See,
no,
but
at some point, and this is something that I guess is lost within generations, my dad and mom, I always thought I had the best parents in the world, and I still do think that. But my dad used to say to us kids, if you do something that hurts someone, I'll take you out first, because I will not, I am responsible for you. That was the bottom line. I am responsible for you until you are 18 years old.
But we grew up knowing that the things that were done on television were not to be done at home.
Exactly.
You could not be a road runner and drop an anvil of a head of a coyote.
Yeah.
Okay, that was not acceptable behavior.
Right.
In 90s, the TV was the babysitter of our young, and now it's the computer. We're Rod and Ray, and this is
Daybreak USA. Amalgamated. Welcome back.
If you only knew what we were doing the parade.
I hope our engineer is still okay. Captain Chris? Aye, you okay?
This modern technology, Ray.
I know.
We have gone too
we're
far.
So lucky to have
We'll let everybody in on the joke, because it's not good to have inside jokes on radio shows. But we shared, through modern telephony, known as the interweb thing, a picture
Technology,
of the girl.
not telephony.
Well, it's partly telephony,
okay.
you know.
Well, okay. All right.
I showed Chris a picture of the girl who killed this Army veteran who dedicated
said he
his life,
right,
give
fought
his life
ISIS no
to
less,
this country to protect people,
and gets taken out
by this girl who has ugly on reserve. Okay.
Well, now come on, that was her mugshot. She was probably a doll when she got herself all made up.
I'm sure that she was just beautiful when she was made up. Yeah. So was Peter Boyle in Young Frankenstein. But that's another story for another time.
By the way, all right, I'm gonna pull you out before you get yourself into trouble if it's not too late already.
No.
Radio Shack is being kind of reborn. Remember?
Oh, good.
Yes.
There's some things I need, and I've been waiting to get them.
Okay. It will be called Radio Shack Express. Store within a store. They're in cahoots now with 100 Hobbytown stores across the U.S.
Well, Hobbytown is owned by the Tandy Corporation, which is the original leather company.
I've never heard of. Oh yeah, I've never heard of Hobbytown. I've heard of the other hobby store, but not Hobbytown.
Yeah, Hobbytown.
Gotcha. Okay, so there'll be a store within a store, and they're gonna try it out in 100 of the 150 stores.
Well, if you're into radio or into audio of any
and
kind
need
for
some
the home.
cheap gadgets I need a connector for this.
There's nowhere
They're
to go
great.
anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Walmart can't carry all the variety there are.
anymore.
Oh, not like Radio Shack did.
Like
no,
Radio Shack.
they really did serve a purpose. I'm still kind of surprised they went out of business.
No, it's simple.
They were
didn't.
useful.
Yeah, but they almost had it, and they didn't. They started having a catalog, and you could order out of the catalog, but they never really pushed it. And the other thing was that I think a lot of people didn't like is whenever you went in there, they wanted your phone number and your address so they could send you their mailer. Well, people, when they go in to buy something, aren't in the mood to be sucked dry for information. I got to play this clip because I put it off like 4 times. You know, we talked yesterday about Caitlin Collins being ostracized from the press corps and asking and not admitted when the European Union commissioner and the president spoke on the White House lawn. Well, what was the reason why she was barred was from an earlier, it's not a conversation, so I can't call it that. We'll just play it. Here are the questions that Caitlin Collins asked that got her barred from the White House lawn ceremony yesterday.
Did Michael Cohen betray you, Mr. President?
Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President.
Keep moving, guys. Let's go.
Did Michael Cohen betray you?
Start moving, Are you leaning towards tariffs on cars, everybody? Thank you, everybody.
Mr. President, are you worried about what Michael Cohen is going to say to prosecutors?
Thank you, Caitlin. Let's keep going.
Are you worried about what is on the other tapes, Mr. President?
Thank you all. Let's keep going. Thank you, everybody.
Why has Vladimir Putin not accepted your invitation?
Let's keep going. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Come on, guys. Thank you very much.
Why has Vladimir Putin not accepted your invitation, Mr. President?
Let's go this way. Thank you.
And the bottom line is, he didn't answer the question.
No.
Once again,
those exactly those types of questions are going to be on the docket for him for a while now.
No, those are the exact questions that Americans want to hear the answers to.
That's right. And good reporters ask those kinds of questions.
And if that's what's going to get you, and once again, I'm not saying that repeating the same question and yelling it at somebody 4 times in a row is ethical or not ethical. I don't really agree with the approach methodology, but I do agree that those are the questions that the people of America wanted to know yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked the question. I don't think it was that bad. And personally, I think that if you are in a position that you have to answer the questions of the press, you need a little thicker skin than to have something that lightweight bother you. And really, when I stopped and thought about it and heard it again, poor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, which is a sentence I never thought I would put together in my life, she goes through 10 times that every day in her job.
Oh.
If that's what it took to get barred from the morning gaggle,
right,
Sarah would be by herself, because everybody would have been barred from it. Yeah. I mean, that was lightweight stuff.
Yeah, this isn't a game of softball.
But Sarah Sanders puts up with that kind of
every
day. And so for this to get under the skin of somebody enough to say, we don't want them at the press meeting with the guy, was somebody afraid that she was going to yell that stuff again? And yelling might even be extreme. Trying to get your voice heard over other 30 other voices is all that was. Amazing. We're Rod and Ray. We have to step aside for this cause for the pause, and we'll be back with more on
Daybreak USA.
Attention! Sorry I'm talking a little loud because I want to reach people with a hearing problem. Do you want to hear better for just $299? Yes, not thousands, but for $299. You can hear all the sounds you've been missing for years. Hearing Help Express has been helping people hear better, selling top-quality hearing aids for over 30 years. Now is your best chance to hear better with hearing aids for $299 with our free 45-day home trial offer. And you don't even need to leave your home or get a hearing test. Call now to start your free 45-day risk-free home trial offer. All it takes is a free hearing consultation. Learn how Hearing Help Express can improve the quality of your life with better hearing. Call now.
800-516-7448. 800-516-7448. 800-516-7448. That's 800-516-7448.
With a recession ending, if you've been putting off building your business, now is the time to act. General Steel will meet or beat any price on a pre-engineered steel building of the same size and specifications. Act now, before steel prices go up. So call us today for free information.
Call 800-965-1290. 800-965-1290, 800-965-1290.
The following update is for drivers who pay too much for car insurance due to DUIs, DWIs, tickets, or anything else. Our company specializes in low-cost SR22 auto insurance. We know that mistakes happen and offer free quotes for very affordable auto insurance meant specifically for you, the overpaying high-risk driver. The quote is free, and we'll handle the filing so you can start saving money. Call 800-758-0725. 800-758-0725. 800-758-0725.
Welcome back. Daybreak USA. I am taking over.
What?
I am taking over because I have to.
Okay.
I just can't even go there.
Okay.
But it's 4 minutes before the top of the hour. If you need to be somewhere,
Now
by
10
all
minutes.
means, shake a leg.
Yeah, what do you got?
Yes. 2018 Triple Crown winner Justify has officially been retired because of fluid in his left front ankle. Trainer Bob Baffert said he and the horse's owners couldn't determine if he would be healthy enough to race by the fall, and instead chose to call it a career for the historic horse. He's just not responding quick enough for a fall campaign, Baffert said. We all wanted to see Justify run again, but ultimately it is his responsibility to make sure he's perfect. Without 60 to 90 days, he said he just can't be definite.
Well, first of all, let's be perfectly frank here. When they say it's not the money, it's
always the money.
Yeah. Justify was sold to a bloodstock group that would be a breeding organization in horse race parlance for $100 million. So that piece of horse flesh is worth $100 million.
I haven't heard that term in a while.
If he raced in the fall, it would be to be in the Breeders' Cup Championship, which is a race that the purse is $5 million. That means that if he won that race, a very prestigious race, no question, he would receive $2.5 million. Okay, after shipping him to the race, after paying the jockey, after paying the trainer and everything else, probably clear money from the purse at about $2 million. Okay, the horse is worth $100 million at stud, and this race is worth $2 million. Would you risk $100 million to make $2 million?
No. He'll look just as pretty in the pasture.
And once again, this is a horse that has a lot going for it in the breeding shed because his prodigy have done very well as breeders. Obviously, they bred a Triple Crown winner. And second of all, the fact that this horse, and this is maybe the key, this horse was never defeated on the racetrack. He ends up his career 8 starts, 8 wins. So if he went out and was 50% of himself and got beaten by a nose and became 8 for 9, that hurts his
record, his legacy.
We're Rod and Ray. The hour has come and gone way too quickly. We thank you for being there on
Daybreak USA.